This is Miss Brianne, and welcome back to Book Talk Wednesdays with Miss Brianne. And this is the series where I provide brief book talks on all the different graphic novels and easy readers that we here have to offer at the West Hampton Free Library, in hopes that we encourage you to visit us here at the library in order to check out these amazing books for yourself. Now, today's book talk features 3 books from a very brief 3-book easy reader series. And this is great with anybody who likes fairies and who wants a simple picture book about an imaginary fairy world. And this series also teaches valuable lessons like bravery, kindness, friendship, all that great stuff. But the series that I'm going to be talking about today is called Fairy Hill. And Fairy Hill is a great series for those young children who love reading about fairies and who want a simple picture book to start out with. Well, simple book to start out with. But we have 3 books. They are Ruby and the Magic Garden, Luna and the Lost Shell, and May and the Music Show. Now, the author of this series is Cari Meister. The illustrator is Erika Meza, and the publisher is Scholastic Inc. So, in Fairy Hill, there lives 3 friends, and they're young fairies. Their names are Ruby, Luna, and May. Now, Ruby, Luna, and May are the best of friends. They do everything together. And they also have something else in common. They're young fairies. They're just kids, and they still have their small wings, which means they cannot fly. And each girl hopes to earn her big wings someday. But in order to do that, they have to do something that is brave, kind, or helpful. If they do one of those things for another fairy, then they earn their big wings and they can fly. Well, one day the 3 friends are playing a game of kickball and the ball gets lost. But there's also something happening in the magic garden. There's no water and all the magical plants are dying. What is going on? Do you think Ruby will be able to solve the mystery of the magic garden? We'll take a look and find out. Then in our second book, Luna and the Lost Shell, it's time for the annual ball, and Ruby, Luna, and May are helping to get ready for the ball. But it looks like the ball will be canceled when the Fairy Queen arrives to say that her magic shell has been stolen. Wanting to keep the ball going, the 3 girls go and look for the magic shell. But when they find an unusual thief, it's up to Luna in order to solve the issue, in order to gain the magic shell back, and in addition, make everybody happy. Then the final book, May and the Music Show. It's time for the annual music festival, and all the girls are getting ready. May is going to play the bells, Ruby is going to play the flute, and Luna is going to sing. While Luna and Ruby are very excited about the music show, May is a little nervous, as she's afraid she may mess up during the performance. But with a lot of practice, the girls feel ready. But when Luna gets a very bad case of stage fright and can't sing the night of the show, it's up to May to find a way to cheer up her friend and encourage her to do her very best. Now, I greatly enjoyed this series. There's not a lot of text in it, but there is a good amount of text, but not too much. That allows those young children who know how to read already but are looking for something a little more challenging, they'll be able to read this without getting too overwhelmed. The illustrations are beautiful, and also I love the lessons that are taught. That you should always be brave, helpful, or kind to somebody in need. And each of these three stories features one of the main characters and what they do in order to earn their big wings. But in any event, it's a great series. It teaches great lessons. I give this series 5 out of 5 stars, and I recommend it to any of those young elementary students who are pretty much getting the basics of reading and are looking for something a little more challenging but not too difficult. This is Miss Brianne. Thank you so much for joining me today. I will see you soon.